Hey guys, what are the biggest houseplant trends of 2021? Well, 2020 was definitely the year of the humble houseplant, there's no doubt. We all got to spend a little bit more time caring for our houseplants and enjoying them, and some of us definitely added to our collections. If you are looking to take your houseplant game to the next level this year, then this is the video for you. This is one of the biggest and best houseplant trends of 2021. Thanks for checking out this video. I'm Tyler. If you like what you're seeing or you find this video to be useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, or better yet, you can subscribe to my channel. Having a collection of pink foliage houseplants is one of the biggest trends yet. Regardless of the spot you have in mind, there's definitely a pink foliage plant for you. First, I'm going to explain why plants have pink leaves to begin with. Then I want to share all of the really important crucial care tips that you can do at your house to maintain the blushing foliage. And finally, I want to share with you guys the rosy plants I have here in my home. The pink color we see on plants comes from a chemical, a pigment really, called anthocyanin. So the long and short of it is plants produce this compound to help protect themselves from the sun's ultraviolet radiation. A lot of our blush colored houseplants have an exaggerated amount of this anthocyanin. This is basically from human interference, or scientifically what we would call artificial selection. Whatever you want to call it, basically all that means is plant aficionados or nursery owners, whomever, over time what they have done is they have selected and propagated those plants or those portions of the plants with the most color pink. I was talking to my husband, Jeff, last night about this video and how pink foliage is all the rage in 2021. And for those of you who don't know, my husband, Jeff, actually has a PhD in chemistry. He is one of the smartest people I know, and he told me something that completely blew my mind when it comes to the color pink, and I can't even get over it. It's shocking, and I'm gonna share that with you guys right now. So he was explaining to me that the color pink is kind of like a human creation. It's not something that actually truly exists in nature, and let me explain to you why. And if you totally don't believe me, feel free to Google this. This is totally real. Let me explain to you what the heck is going on. So if I understood what he explained to me correctly, is that when we as humans see the color pink, what is actually happening is that portion of the material, the plant, whatever that is the color pink, is actually emitting two different or reflecting two different wavelengths of color at the same time. And those two colors are red and like an indigo, a purpley blue. And those colors exist in nature, and because they're being emitted at the exact same time, what we do and what our brains do is they process that, and what we end up seeing is the color pink, but the plant, in this case, is actually not emitting the color pink. I never knew this. Anyways, let's move on. All right, guys, so before I share with you what you can do to maintain your pink foliage so that it's the most vibrant pink possible, I want to share with you guys some of the pink plants in my life and some of the ones that I absolutely love. This list, or this, what I'm going to show you, is not exhaustive at all. There are a ton of beautiful pink houseplants out there, but these are just the ones that I have and that I'm going to share with you guys. If you're looking to go bold, I would definitely recommend this plant here. This Stromanthe can grow 2 to 3 feet tall and just as wide. Also known as a tri-star or a tricolor Stromanthe. They are a part of the prayer plant family. They are tropical plants native to Brazil. And just like your marantas or any prayer plants that you have, these guys will pray or fold up in the evening when it gets dark out and reveal this beautiful dark burgundy pink color on the underside of the leaves, which is just to die for. These pink heart-shaped leaves is another great way to add pink to your houseplant collection. This is an Anthurium. If you're looking to bring pink and a little bit of purple to a hanging basket in your houseplant collection, then this Tradescantia is the plant for you. This Tradescantia Nanouk is a little bit more of a dark purple on the underside of the leaf, but it translates beautifully to these pink striations on the top of the plant, and it would be perfect in a hanging basket. Over time it will grow and definitely cascade down. Beautiful plant. Sticking with that pinky purple for a second, if that's your thing, then this Propeller plant is another great addition to your collection. This Nerf plant is another great way to bring that splash of pink into your house. Finally, my last pink foliage plant in my collection is this pink star. These are a part of the bromeliad family, and these bold, bright pink stripes are just pretty cool to me. Okay, so those were just the houseplants that I have nice touches of pink, but by no means is that representative of the plethora of pink houseplants that exist out there. To the important part now, what can you guys do at home to maintain those beautiful tones and hues of pink and burgundy? There are a few important tips and things to keep in mind. Whether the plant craves a direct sunlight like the Propeller plant or bright indirect light like the Tricolor Stromanthe, one thing is for sure. The more appropriate type of light that you can provide your pink plant, the rosier it will be. Of course, that doesn't mean direct sunlight for those plants that need bright indirect light. The next tip to get the most pink out of your plant is to actually propagate that leaf and stem or that portion of your plant that is the brightest or has the most pink on it. And finally, the obvious, keeping your plant happy and healthy with well draining soil and the correct moisture levels will help increase your chances of getting the most pink possible. Well, that's it for me. Hope you found this video helpful. Miss you already. See you next Saturday.